Are you looking for the best 4K TV under $1,000? In this video, we'll break down the top 4K TVs under $1,000 available, whilst comparing them for price versus performance. Before we get started with our video detailing the best 4K TVs under $1,000 on the market, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting off at number 1, we have the LG Nano 8 Series 4K 65-inch. If you're looking for a 4K TV with a large screen, this one is definitely worth it. The LG Nano 8 is one of the best 65-inch TVs under $1,000. It's budget-friendly but still has much to offer. Its image quality is the best when talking about budget TVs. Besides, it's also compatible with smart home systems like Alexa, Google Assistant, and LG AI ThinQ. Not only this, you can also connect your Apple devices to this TV using AirPlay 2 and share anything over it. This makes it a best 4K smart TV within a good budget. Speaking of the design, it's slim and smart. If you'll be mounting it onto a wall, it will look nothing but perfect. The bezels are as thin as they can get, so you actually get a massively large screen. Dimension-wise, it's 57.1 wide by 2.5 deep by 33.1 high. This makes it a minimal one when it comes to a large screen TV. For external connectivity, you get all other important ports alongside HDMI and USB. Plus, it's powered by Dolby Atmos, which makes the audio pretty good. However, you may still want to go for an external soundbar, which definitely will work nicely with this best 4K TV. At number 2, we have the Sony X800G 65-inch 4K TV. Sony X800G should be a preferable 4K TV for many users because of the price. All those who are in range or can be considered direct competitors of it, this can be the best one among those. It comes with Android 7.0 and can be updated to 8.0 later on. And yes, updating to Oreo would be a good thing, because you may not like the sluggishness of the 7.0 in it. So speaking of image quality, all those with 55 inches or bigger screens have direct LED backlighting, which means the display is more bright and the contrast is better than usual too. However, watching the screen sideways will fade the colors, which is not cool. But yes, tolerable for a TV in this price range. Speaking of the connectivity, as in any usual 4K TV, you get 4 HDMI ports, 3 USB ports, an audio output, Wi-Fi connectivity, and all other usual ports which make a good TV. The depth is 3.1 inches, which means it's a bit thick compared to its competitors, but that won't matter if you just have to mount it onto a wall once. Finally, speaking of the aesthetics, the previous model seems to be fancier and had a good effect on the eyes, whereas this one seems a bit odd. But when talking about performance, it's got it all, except the native refresh rate, which is 60 Hz. It just doesn't feel good to have 60 in a 4K TV. At number 3, we have the Samsung RU8000 65-inch 4K TV. Yet another best 4K TV under $1,000 is the Samsung RU8000. Its 65-inch variant costs just below $1,000, which makes it high-end among cheap 4K TVs. But not only the price of it goes up, in fact, the same happens to the performance. Aesthetically, it's amazing. It looks fancy mounted onto the wall, the display itself is pretty bright, and the brightness is good enough for what can be offered at $1,000. The depth is 2.3 inches, which makes it the slimmest one among those we reviewed. For connectivity, you get 4 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, Ethernet connectivity, and all the other basics that are necessary. Besides, HDMI here supports audio too, in case you're worried about that. The remote control unit of this TV not only controls the TV itself, but all other devices connected to it. A new nice addition is Bixby support. You can control things over voice here. It comes with a refresh rate of 120 Hz, which is pretty good for the best 4K TV under $1,000. And finally, it has dynamic crystal colors, which widens the range of colors on the screen, ultimately producing images which are much more vibrant and colorful. At number 4, we have the LG AI ThinQ 65-inch 4K Smart UHD TV. LG is well known for manufacturing budget devices and yet maintaining the quality. This best 65-inch 4K TV from LG is yet another nice TV, which is budget-friendly and has a lot to offer. Compared to previous models and screen technology of LG, this one has a much brighter and vivid display. It works at native 60 Hz, which is lower in a sense that many new TVs come with a 120 Hz refresh rate at least. However, for keeping a 4K resolution TV inside budget, manufacturers have to cut off something. So the display is 4K Ultra HD IPS at 3840 by 2160 pixels, which makes it worth buying. Besides, it has active HDR as well, which further ensures that the display quality is worth investing in. Speaking of the size, it's 3.5 inches deep, which makes it a thick one compared to new models. But again, this is a trade-off for keeping the price lower. The good thing in it is that most smart home systems are compatible with it, and even Alexa comes built in. The remote control unit can be used to control the TV and all other devices connected to it by using voice commands. Finally, for connectivity, you get 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, audio port, Bluetooth 5.0, and of course Wi-Fi connectivity. And for our final pick at number 5, we have the Insignia 55-inch 4K TV. The Insignia UHD Smart TV is one of the best 55-inch TVs under $1,000. It's the cheapest one you will get, having such a large screen and 4K resolution together. The thing is that buying from well-known brands will of course burn a hole in your pocket. Well, this one here is not as popular as Samsung or LG, but you can bet it's of fine quality, has a ton of reviews on Amazon, and is worth just below $400, which is amazing. It comes with 3 HDMI ports and a single USB port, which can be considered a downside, but that's not that big of an issue. It even has specific spaces for the cords and wires on the back of it, so you're free of all the mess. The display quality is much better compared to its price tag. However, what you may not like is the build of it. It's not the fanciest modern-day piece of technology, which is minimal and has elegant looks. The bezels are thick and the overall build is not pleasing to the eye. This is one of the reasons for such a low price. However, if you don't mind the design and only care about the picture quality, colors, and brightness, then of course this is what you should go for. It has a native refresh rate of 60 Hz, supports Amazon Alexa and many other smart assistants. The audio performance is not bad either, and most of all, it's the cheapest 4K TV. So that sums up our top 4K TVs under $1,000 of 2020. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.